Hello everybody, welcome to Grade 12 Paper 1 Winter School. In this video, I analyze the syllabus and give you some strategies to help you with your studies. I also discuss the November 2020 Paper 1 Question 8 in full, and I take you through the explanations as well as how the examiners mark and where marks are allocated. This question is now based on the cubic function. It counts 15 out of 150, which is 10% of the paper. Now here you see the question. Remember, there is a whole playlist on the cubic function. I take you from the beginning of sketching the graph right up to how to find the equation of the cubic function, all the different scenarios. But let's delve into this question. The graph of g of x is ax to the 3 plus bx squared plus cx, a cubic function having a y-intercept of 0 is drawn below. The x-coordinates of the turning points of g are -1 and 2. 8.1 for which values of x will g increase. And if you look at your graph, it is there from -1 right up to 2, the 2x values of the turning point. And how do we write that in maths? Like this. And this reads x is greater than -1, x is smaller than 2, and that is worth 2 marks. 8.2, write down the x-coordinate of the point of inflection of G. Where do you find the point of inflection? The point of inflection is right in the middle between the two x values of the two turning points. And usually you would find the second derivative, but now in this case we don't know what the equation of the graph is. So the only thing we can do is we can add the two x values and divide by 2, then we get halfway between the two, and we find the point of inflection is a half, 2 marks. 8.3, for which values of x will g be concave down? Now we look at this point of inflection was a half, and then if you look at your graph, concave down is this part over here where your graph has a sad face, and that's where the answer lies, but you can't write that in maths, so you will write x is greater than a half worth 2 marks. If the derivative of g of x is -6x squared plus 6x plus 12, determine the equation of g. So now we are actually working backwards to find g's equation. So first of all, it was given right at the beginning that the equation of g of x is ax to the 3 plus bx squared plus cx. So we're going to work from there. Now, since the one that was given to us was a derived equation, the derivative, let's take this one and we also find the derivative there. How did I do that? Remember, you go to the exponent and it goes to the front and you subtract 1. Again, you take the 2, it goes to the front, subtract 1. And here on the cx, there at x, there's an invisible 1. It goes to the front, subtract 1, and you get x to the 0, which is 1. So there is just a c. Then what you're going to do is, since this one is g dash x a derivative, and this one is g dash x a derivative, you can equate the two. And then we're going to investigate. What we do is we look at the x squared term, and we are going to say at x squared, there in front of x squared, you find the coefficient 3a is equal to -6. And then you solve a, and you get a is -2. Then you zoom in on this bx, on the x term, and then you're going to say Right. At x, in front of x, the coefficient is 2b, and in front of x, the coefficient is 6. So you're going to equate it. You say 2b is equal to 6, and you solve b, and you find b is equal to 3. And then the last one, there's the constant term, there's c, which is equal to 12. The constant c is equal to 12. So our original equation was g of x is a x to the 3 plus bx squared plus cx, and now we know a is minus 2, b is 3, c is 12. So where's the marks? The marks are the derivative of g, and then a's value, b's value, and then the conclusion, the final equation. 8.5. Determine the equation of the tangent to G that has the maximum gradient. Write your answer in the form y is mx plus c. Now, you will find that tangent, let me just show you here, where you will find the tangent is there from the point of inflection. That is exactly where your tangent will have the maximum gradient. So we are working towards y is mx plus c. Where do we start? We start with the equation of that cubic function. We just calculated it was g of x is negative 2x to the 3 plus 3x squared plus 12x. Then we find the derivative. Why? Because when we find the derivative, that is what it's all about, is we find the gradient of the tangent to the function. And the derivative was found by saying the 3 goes to the front, multiplies with the negative 2, and it becomes negative 6, and subtract 1, x squared. So we go to the next term, you take the 2, goes to the front, find a 3, multiplies, becomes 6x, take the 2 on the exponent, subtract 1. That's why it's just an x. And then on this one, there's an invisible 1, goes to the front, finds the 12, and then subtract 1, we find x to the 0, which is 1. So there's your derivative. Then we must understand that the maximum gradient will be at the point of inflection at x is equal to a half, which is actually worth a mark. And then we can work out what the gradient is there at a half by substituting that half into the derivative. So when you substitute it in there, and you work it out with your calculator, you find that the gradient is 27 over 2, or I would just go for 13,5. Then it's not so intimidating. Then, now that we know the gradient and we know the x of the maximum point, we can work out the y of the maximum point. So the corresponding y coordinate at x is equal to a half. What we do is we substitute x is equal to a half into the original equation. And when I do that, there's the original one. Can you see? Not the derivative, the original. In goes a half. Use plenty of brackets with your calculator, and you find that the y coordinate, you can write this as a y, is 13 over 2 or 6,5. Now that we have a coordinate into y is mx plus c, we can substitute 13,5 is the gradient, and then the point is a half and 6,5, consisting of an x and a y. In x and y's place, you substitute the half and the 6,5, you calculate c, and you get c is minus 0,25. And then your equation, y is 13,5x minus 0,25. And then where's your other marks? Is that you worked out the gradient, 13,5, the corresponding y coordinate where the x was a half, your substitution into y is mx plus c, and your final answer. There's your 5 marks.
The next topic I will discuss is also based on calculus, the calculus application. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to that question, or else click on the playlist to find more on cubic functions.